Hello, everyone. It's Taylor. I don't have long. I'll tell you why in a second, but I'm really excited for this live stream. I just realized as soon as I press live, I don't have that long to chat, but it's okay because this is going to be short, sweet, in your face, get you results. It's going to be really, really impactful if you are at that point where you've raised your rates and you may not be quite at 5K yet. You might be above that, I don't know. But if you're not signing those 1 to 2 clients that you really, really want every month, and especially if it's at that 5K rate, or if you're not charging at least that 5K rate that you need to be charging at, this is going to tell you exactly why that's happening. So this is going to be really, really good for you. In fact, it should, if you really take it to heart, probably create an extra like 10K for you this month. So let me share this out really quick. And I'll tell you who I am, and then I will tell you why I don't have a long, and then we'll dive in. Yay, some of you guys are already on here. I love it. Looks like my page is actually pushing stuff out. Okay, let's copy this title over. Say hi if you're here, by the way. Post. Okay, cool. All right, so hi everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Taylor Manning, and I help ambitious, up-and-coming leaders of the industry step into and unlock their 10K to 20K cash months by finding the marketing strategies that are going to work specifically for them and create a really freaking epic, badass, profitable business. Okay, so I don't have long because we have a showing of our house. So we rent this house. We're moving out, so they're showing new renters the house at 2:15. So I don't know when the person will be here to show it, but I'm just like out here in the open. I'm downstairs, but everything's open, and I don't know, she might get here while I'm doing this, but whatever. Definitely have to be done by like 2:10 though, at least. So we'll see how that goes. But that's really cool because I can give you this content really, really quickly and help you start signing those clients, right? So if you're here, say hi. If you're on the replay, say hi. I want to know who's here. Ask your questions as we go, and if I need to come back and reply to your questions in the comments, even if this is already replaying, we'll do that. Okay. You guys want to know the answer? Who's here, though? Say, I can't get started without any hellos in the comments. That would be terrible. Who's here? Anybody out there? Tess, I see you. By the way, I see you. Elizabeth's here. Just going to call people out because I'm not getting any hellos. Okay. So why you're not signing those 1 to 2 clients every single month consistently, especially at the 5K rate that you want to be charging, if not more, and especially if you're not charging that, this is going to be really good for you. So here's what's going on. Bear with me here because this is going to seem so simple, but if this is going on, this is happening. It is 100%, okay? So don't think you're too good. Don't think you're too beyond it. Don't think you've done that with your other coach that you've paid this money towards and she's walked you through this because you're not doing it, right? Or else it would be working. So here's what's going on. You are not speaking straight to your ideal client, okay? So you're not speaking straight to them. We're going to go deep into this. Why are you not doing that, okay? You're not speaking straight to your ideal client because you're not clear on who your ideal client is. And I know that's basic, but we are going there. Why are you not clear on who your ideal client is? Because you're not confident in it. So the fact is it's not that you're not clear or that you don't know who the ideal client is. It's that you're not stepping into it. You're not owning it. You're not putting it out there. Duh, what we just said, you're not speaking to them. So I'm kind of lying by saying you're not clear on it. I'm just kind of trying to make you like feel okay about it, but you do know who your ideal client is, okay? You do. And you're not stepping into it, you're not owning it because you're not confident in who that ideal client is. Why are you not confident? Because maybe you feel like you're not good enough to like coach that person. Maybe you feel like you're not going to get them the results. Maybe you don't think that you have enough testimonials yet. Maybe you think that they're not going to see you as an expert, things like that, because maybe they're farther along or whatever, right? So not speaking to your ideal client because you're not clear on it, aka you're not stepping into it because you do know it, because you're not confident in you being good enough and you having enough testimonials and the sales page being right, whatever BS you're telling yourself, you're not speaking to your ideal client. So, is that speaking to anybody who's here? If that's speaking to you, say, yeah. Hey, Tess. Okay, so what do you do if this is going on? If you're not feeling confident, if you're feeling like you're missing things, if you're not speaking to your ideal client, if you're not signing those 1 to 2 clients a month, this is what's happening. This is not what's happening. This is what you have to do. This is definitely not what's happening. What you have to do is you have to decide right here, right now, because you already know who you are going to be working with, right? So what I want you to do is, you're probably like, well, how do I do that? That's so much pressure. Like, okay, she's 30 to 40. No, erase it, cross it off. Don't write that down. What I want you to think about is just, who do you want to work with? And you can go into age and stuff like that, but that does not even matter. I want you to think about the client right now that you would be the most excited to work with. What would be the most fun client you could have? What would be the most exciting? And then just think about where they're at right now in their business and where they want to go. Those are the only 2 things that you really need to hone in on right now. Where are they at? Where do they want to go? Okay. Put all the bullshit aside. I tried to filter myself, but I'm not going to. Put all the bullshit aside, all the fears, all the confidence stuff, all the am I good enough stuff, all the do I have enough testimonial stuff, and pick that, okay? If you are not qualified to coach that person, then it would not be the person that's coming up for you. So I have a feeling that either you are not meant to be on this live stream because you just don't think you're good at anything. Most of us, the ones who should be watching this live stream, we know who we're supposed to be coaching. We've probably had a client like them before, or we're like that. We've been them before, right? So you're fine. Okay. Now, speak to them 110% of the time, all the time. Here's what's going on in your marketing. You're talking to, so you're afraid, right? So what we said about you not being confident in it, you actually do know who the ideal client is, but you're not confident. I'm guilty of this. This has happened to me so many times. If people are saying things to you like, I just don't know if I'm a good fit to work with you. I don't know if I'm ready yet. I want to write that down because I want to do a live stream on that itself. I don't know if I'm ready yet to work with you. I want to write that down because that's a really good topic in itself. If they're saying that to you, or if they're not reaching out, it's because what I was doing was I was saying like, oh, you know, like this is really great for you if you want to have 10K months, and you know, if you're a little bit more behind, like, yeah, it could help you, but you know, yeah, if you're already at like 8K, it can help you. Like I was speaking to everybody who was at $0 a month to $9,999 a month, saying I was going to help them. And there's more to it, not just the money that they're making. There's so much more to it, so bear with me. I was speaking to people who didn't even know what they wanted to do, to people who had worked with dozens of clients, right? So the clarity is totally different. I was speaking to people who will get on the phone with you and say they feel like they're not good at anything, and then people who will get on the phone with you and say, I'm a badass at what I do. I can get my clients results. I was having all these people in the same program. I was talking to these same people in the same messaging, and that is not the way to do it. And why was I not owning who the real ideal client is, which is somewhere in the middle? Because I was afraid, right? I was afraid to exclude people. I was afraid that I wasn't good enough to coach the higher level people. I was afraid that I would be limiting how many people would buy. I was afraid that I would make less money, right? So step into it 110%, speak to them 110%, because if this is the key, okay? So listen to this. If you are not creeping people out by how specific that you're talking to them, you're not going to get sales, or you're definitely not going to be getting the amount of sales that you could be. So if people aren't like, it's so creepy how clearly you're speaking to me, like I just did that, said that, thought that today, or right before I read this post, your sales are significantly lower than what they could or should be. Okay? So think about these things. What are they doing? What are they thinking? What are they wanting? What are they crying about? If they're a crier like me. What are they annoyed about? And then talk about that and creep them out. I know that's a funny way to say it, but it's true. Okay? Is this making sense, by the way? Or is everyone too busy taking notes because this is so good? So that's what you have to do. You have to talk to them so clear. Here's what I just said on a call today, okay? I just said on a call today, because who I was talking to wanted to know, how do I get the people that are going to buy? How do I get the people that can afford it? How do I get the people who are just going to book the call and sign up? When you speak so clearly to someone that it creeps them out, that you know exactly who they are, you know exactly, what did we say? What they're doing every day, what they're thinking, what they're wanting, what they're crying about, what they're annoyed about, they have to sign up with you. They're not going to not sign up with you because you have shown them that not only are they the ideal client, but you are the ideal coach, right? So that's what you want to do. And then they're going to have to sign. That's what happens. That's how you do it. Anytime, I have a whole blog post on this too, by the way, anytime that my programs aren't going the way I want them to, like sales aren't coming as fast, people aren't booking calls, whatever's going on, I do this work and I check in with myself, and it's always this. And almost always with a client, it's always this. Because if you're attracted to me, if you're in my circle, you probably are willing to work hard and hustle. That's not the issue. And you're probably incredibly smart and good at what you do. That's not the issue. The issue is you're doing this because you're fearful and you're kind of a people pleaser, and you are just fearful of saying the wrong thing, and you're really ambitious, so you don't want to like take away the money that you can make, right? So the next thing I want you to do is get clear on the results. All the results that you've had, all the results your clients have had, get those documented and share them. Do video testimonials, get testimonials from your clients, talk about your clients even without getting the testimonials or interviewing them. They're the results that you've gotten with your coaching, so you can do that. And just own it. Own the results, okay? Last reason. Ooh, does anyone have questions, by the way? If you guys are here late, I have to be off by like a couple minutes because I am renting this house and we're moving out, and so they're showing it to new people who might rent it. And it's at 2:15, it's 2:02, and so I know the realtor is going to be here any minute. And then I started this live stream, I was like, oh wait, I have no time. But it's okay because it was really, really simple, and I just want you to like take this, soak it in, re-listen to this if you need to, right? It's literally going to help you so much. One more thing though. I posted this in my group before I got on here, and this has been a huge for me, and it's going to be huge for you. So the last reason that you're not making these sales, the last reason things aren't going the way you want them to be, is because, think about this, you are not making empowered decisions, yet you want others to make empowered decisions to hire you, right? And I wrote in my notes, let's say that again. You are not making empowered decisions in your business, yet you want others to make empowered decisions to hire you. So what do I mean? This means one empowered decision you're making right now is to decide on your ideal client. If you've been wishy on that, you have not been in an empowered place deciding who the ideal client is, yet you're wanting all these people to make this big empowered decision to pay you $5,000. Right? You can't make a simple, not that you can't, but let's be honest, that's how you've been acting, right? Other things, you know you want to hire the mentor, but you're not willing to take the risk. You know you need to say something that might offend someone, but you aren't saying it, and you're letting them be right, aka someone who needs to work with you, and you're not speaking up about it. Or things in your personal life too, like things you need to tell your mom, your dad, your husband, your girlfriend, your sister, your friend, right? Your coach. You know, oh, we already said this one, but again, you know you want to declare your ideal client 110%, but you're afraid that they're not going to buy from you or see you as an expert. So you're not making the empowered decision. The list goes on and on and on and on. If you're somebody who's not making an empowered decision about this, you're probably not making empowered decisions all the way around the board, right? Like me, like a lot of my clients, that's where we started, not making those empowered decisions. So what I want to do is something I've been talking about a lot before I hop off, is booking your call to talk to me about working together. I have 2 spots right now. And, ooh, Sarah, it's so good to see you. I love it. Went to a sound healing, lost my voice. I wasn't speaking my truth fully. Now that I have, guess what came back? That happens so much. And I was just going through that too. Okay, so Yeah, not speaking your truth fully. However I want to say it, it's not making empowered decisions. So like what Sarah's saying, it's the same thing. It's not making that empowered decision to say what you need to say what you mean, speak your truth. If you're not doing that, of course the clients aren't signing up, or at least not to the point where you want them to be, right? And you're going to have to go through this forever. It's not just right now, it's forever. So if you're someone who's watching this and you know that you've been wanting to book this call, because some of you have been clicking it and thinking about it, book the call today. Make the empowered decision to do it. Make the empowered decision to implement what we talked about today so you can make another 10K this month. If you want to have 5K clients paying you every month, or even up to 10K, honestly, even more, but that's what my clients are doing. You never want to do the stuff that you don't want to be doing, except, this is what I said in my notes, except the really scary shit that's going to get the big results, but not things like building your funnel, doing the slideshow, doing the landing, stuff like that that's slowing you down, right? You don't need to be doing that. You actually want to be creating a big profit in your business. So if you're not making like at least 50% is not yours, we need to talk about that. So you're bringing home more profit in your business. So you're not like in the negatives, breaking even every month. And you want those 10K to 20K cash months, book the call, okay? Book the call. And I am going to be able to tell you exactly what you need to switch around in your business, exactly what you're not making empowered decisions about, exactly how you need to market your program and your business, and exactly how you're going to hit the 10K to 20 cash months, right? This isn't a free coaching call though. This is a call to talk about working together, okay? And when you read through the form, that will make sense. So if that's what you want to do and you really, really, really want to step into this, and there's no convincing anybody, right? Because some of you don't want to, some of you aren't ready, but some of you are sitting here right now and you want to. And I've been there too, and I just did this, and I've invested in myself a shit ton of times, but I just did this again, and it doesn't end, and that's okay. And yeah, we'll talk more about that later, but yeah. So make more empowered decisions, and this is your homework, okay? Before I hop off, I'm so late. I'm not late. I'm going to be late though, but I'm okay. Do this. Rewatch this if you need to, or implement it. Okay? Decide who the ideal client is. Market to them 110%. Okay? Push the bullshit aside. Second thing I want you to do is make a list of all the things that you want to be doing, you want to be saying that you're not, all the empowered decisions you're not making right now, and make them. Okay? Bye. Do you like that? Like, there's your homework. It's scary, and bye. No, but really, go do that, and I'll see you guys soon. And if you guys have any follow-up questions, comment them. And then when I'm like hiding out at Dunkin' or something, waiting for these people to be done looking at my house, I will answer them.